We've rebuilt this 1986 Suzuki Katana from a wreck found in a barn in Scotland and recommissioned it to a running and riding status. A few months have passed since then and we've found a few problems on the bike, so we're going to go through it and fix everything that's broken.
It's been a fair while now since I've ridden a Katana. A couple of reasons. Front tyre keeps going flat on it, and it had a bit of a starting issue. Starting issue was just flooding, I think. I think there's something going wrong with the carbs. It's the same problem that we've had right from the start with it. But also, we've been sent some parts. Shane from Australia, he's got an eBay shop that sells really rare parts. He's probably the only place in the world you're going to get them. And Shane has generously donated. It's like a relay. It's the thing that stops it from doing the thing it's been doing, going up and down. So we're going to get that fitted. And he sent me some clocks as well, because the clocks are all crazed. I'll cut to a picture of that now to show you. So they've all crazed. And he's also sent us a seal for the fuel tank, which apparently, when it rains, it gets past the seal, water gets into the bottom of the tank, rots all the bottom of the tank out. So we're going to change that. This is just a dry weather bike, but we're going to change that. Just a few little jobs, nothing really dramatic. And we're just going to give it a little bit of a tickle up and a freshen up for the summer, because I'm going to do some riding on this. We're going to do some touring. I want to go to Scotland on it. Definitely going to go to Scotland. I'm going to go and visit Rory's family. And I also want to do the Applecross Pass. So that will be an epic journey. Anyway, that said, let's get it on bench. So this is the package that Shane sent me. It's been such a good help throughout this project. A wealth of knowledge. He's the one who told me about the piece of rubber tube over the clutch push rod to protect it from the chain. You just stroke of genius. I'm going to use that on all my bikes now. But yeah, this is the package he sent me. Thank you, Shane, for sending me this through. Shane's got an eBay shop. So let's have a look what we've got. Very well packed. It's like Christmas Day. I've been looking at this package for about 5 months. And I didn't want to open it. Ah, that looks like the relay for the headlight. There's a message on the back of that as well. No screws. Placed next to steel frame. That way. Piece of genius. And you can't buy these anymore. So I think someone must have back engineered them. Whether that's Shane or not, I don't know. But that's a clever person's creating that. Now I'm seeing what you might have to do for this now. What they are. Huh. Oh, it's a bolt here. Wow. Oh, nice. Ah, they're the full bolts. I recognise what these bolts are for. I'll get these out in a minute and show you. That's odd. And this is obviously a seal kit. They're the seals for the fuel tank, or fuel cap, should I say. They're the new fascia pieces. One behind as well. Yeah, and the perspex glass for the back. Oh, we're going to have some fun fitting these. Again, Shane, thank you, mate. Really, really appreciate you. Oh, it looks like the sight glass. Oh, he's thrown all kinds of stuff in. Wow. So that feels quite neat. I can't recall what that is. If anybody knows what that is, Shane, what's that, mate? Leave us a comment. It's very much appreciated, whatever it is. Wow. I'm going to turn this away from the camera because I can dox him on whether he wants his address, and now it's on the internet. But yeah, all the information. Apparently it's sharing forks, which I didn't know. It's sharing forks with a GSX 750 SF or a GSX 750 SG, both Japanese bikes. Oh, that's the same engine, sorry. Forks are unique to that model, but PDF is shared with GSX-R 750 1985 and many more. So this is the extent of Shane's knowledge. So the integrated blinkers in the tail unit are Japan only. Our blinkers were blacked out and not 300mm apart. We have bought a few integrated ones for us and mates in the past from Japan auctions. I'm actually reading that. In my imagination, I'm doing it with an Aussie accent with mates. The rear shock is unique and not rebuildable, it's sealed. I swapped mine for a Wilbers 641. Bought a few parts wrongly described as older shapes. GSX 750 S2 was still sold in 1984 as our one. Ours is sometimes called the new Katana by some Japs, etc. Some just say 750S, but which year? So GSX 750S, 84, 85, 86.
or his owl one. Any mention of 82 or 1100 model is the F2 model. Wow. All this information is going to be so useful. Fault finding flowchart. Oh, we've got symptoms and causes and everything. Shane, this is unreal. This is so helpful. Headlight module. This is the info for the headlight module. This is actually the most important thing, the thing I really want to get sorted. Because the headlight just continuously. It's alright for a little while, and then after a little while it just starts doing that on its own and it won't stop. It's quite annoying. The only thing you can do is turn it on and then it stays up. As soon as you turn it off, it goes into that reciprocating up and down. Oh, even the wiring diagram for the relays. This is all handwritten as well. Alright, I need to keep that very safe. Right, so I better get this right now because Shane's given me such comprehensive instructions. If I do one step wrong, I'm going to look like a right idiot. More of an idiot than I normally do. Let's go and have a read. Just look how all these bags are all numbered. This shows what type of a person Shane is. He's awfully meticulous and also very generous. I'm sure these will all be cross-referenced in the paperwork that he sent me. I recognise those. They were for the top fairing, holding the fascia down. They were the hard ones I couldn't get out. By the way, we have merch now. You can buy yourself a mug if you want on the YouTube shop. But go and have a look. Have a brew on me. What I'm definitely going to need is all of this off the screen and the nose code. Get the important parts of the pop-up headlight.
And that's not pucker, mate. Cause it's a funny old world when posh spices got to size 0 girls. You do something with meaning, but probably leave it for another day. But you just have to accept.
This is the part we're trying to get to. This module just here. Let me just take the headlight off. It'll be a lot easier. So it looks like while it's been parked up all winter, you can't see that too well from here. Let me get on the side. Sure if that's right visible. Just here, there's a bulge in the paint. Oh, it's actually spongy, so it's like there's been some reaction. I bet a painter can tell me what's up with that. Let's get that looked at. Pay good money for that tank to be painted. So Shane sent us comprehensive instructions on how this works, how to test it, how to fit the new module, the wires, colours of the wires. He's gone to town with everything he sent me. All the instructions are so clear and so precise. We're not going to use them. We're just going to wing it. Because I'm a moron. Let's get this out and see how different it is. Alright, we've got 4 screws. To me that looks identical. But what I'd like to do is crack that open. Here's the new one. The Shane sent us. I think the pins look identical to me. 356 32321. So yeah. But what a work of art that is. And you cannot buy these anywhere else other than Shane's shop. And obviously Shane is based in Australia, but he will send it out to you. So it's not a problem if you are in the UK. So he's even put us some 3M pads on back. Honestly, this guy is an absolute superstar. How he's made this, I've no idea. But it's obviously gone to a lot of effort to do it. It says, don't use the screws in the instructions, which I'm only joking. I am going to use instructions. But it looks like an actual direct replacement. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get this plate off at top. We'll remove that plate, try and get to it, clean up this surface underneath. I'm going to just get something to put that on. So although the headlight cover's not in best condition, I don't want to rough it up any more than it already is. So we've got to clean up this surface down here. Right, it's the oily rag one. Put that into place. We'll put that in first, and then we'll just making sure the clip went in. So we'll strip those off, stick it in place. I want to clean it up a little bit more though, because any oil on that surface will just make that drop straight off. Really good 3M stuff if it's clean surface.
brand new microfiber cloth. Give it a good rub round. Right. Just test fit it. Let's go that way. Will it fit in? So I have to open the light up a little bit. This probably would have been in the comprehensive instructions if I'd read them. There you go. So yeah, so you have to move it forward slightly, the headlight. I'm not going to trust those 3M pads either. I'm going to put some zip ties around it as well. By the way, we have merch now. We've got t-shirts, caps and mugs, if anybody's interested. Not that anybody is interested. I do feel bad actually telling people about it, because it's a bit self-centered, I think. Gosh, really tight, straight away. That's as far back as it will go. Press it into place. God, that's not going anywhere. These headlights, you can bring it up. If it ever gets a motor failure, you can turn this little twiddly thing here and raise it or lower it. But when it's live, if you start to turn that, it trips a switch and sets the light into motion, which makes you shit your pants. I'm not gonna lie, I shit my pants. I'll pop that video in here now. All that does is when you turn it. Ooh, you see that? It snapped back. Look. Does it on its own. It's like a little micro switch inside it.
That's something to do with it.
It isn't. It isn't, trust me.
Okay.
It's got a little sensor on the back of it, a little micro switch. When it gets up so far, it makes it do cycle. And makes you jump as well at the same time.
Makes you jump that way.
I shit myself.
No fuel. No fuel. Sorry, I
Just after you said.
expecting that.
Alright. If anybody wants to see me crack that open and find out what's inside it, leave us a comment. So I think we should offer that back up, plug it in and try it. And make sure it's working. Alright, plug in the loom. Oh, it didn't reset. It did reset. Yes! Look at that! So whereas before, when you turn the lights off, it would just cycle and go up and down. Boom. Beautiful. Turn it off, stays down. Absolutely average. So that's one job done. Happy days. So these, the glasses, are all crazed in the clocks. It's not the actual clocks we're changing, it's just the glass. And I've not done anything like this before, so it's be a first for me. But apparently they all do come out, so let's get these 4 screws out.
Sometimes you don't feel like you're really alive, just watching the TV of life. So it's a step, kid reality fight.
This is the mug you can get on the YouTube shop. Nice, red inside, you can have yellow inside as well. Say our branding colours. So yeah, have a nice brew. And these are the little glasses that Shane sent us. One wrapped. Alright. Now it looks to me, put these somewhere nice and safe so they don't get scratched. Ah, so I think they're protective. They're protected, the covers are protected. Yeah, that makes sense because that one's in a bag. So I'm assuming these will just pop out from the back. Tell you what, I'm gonna read the instructions. Dash lenses. Ah, and your Dremel tool, apparently. A bench or against chest when cutting out lenses. Oh, so we have to cut out the lenses.
Start cutting out the small lenses first with a circular saw attachment, making sure to leave about 5mm of lens on and overlap cuts. Remove the centre and then make lots of little cuts. So this is, you can't just push them out then, I'm wrong. They must be cemented in quite well. Right. And it's okay to go around because the new lenses will overlay the top by 2mm all the way around. Okay. Right. It looks like we have to snap this out. So I've been digging in the spares department, and there's one in much worse condition off the other bike. So I'm going to use this one and keep this one. Plus that's the original one off of Rory's bike. So I'm just going to use this as a demonstration on how you do this actual job. I don't have any curved long nose pliers. So if we can just get in here, just give that a little sweep. This is going to be fiddly when it gets it inside. Good grief. So now I need a Dremel. Carefully work out these inside parts. But that's not in here. That's on the bench in the container.
You're not laughing no more, so why is it no man?
So here's a carefully bagged up set of bolts for the Katana S3. And there's the key for the actual bags of bolts. Now this is so kind of Shane. The attention to detail is quite astounding. It's got to be said. He's also given me the instructions. Oh, this is actually a repair kit for the front forks. The PDF, the positive dampening force adjuster, which is these here, which I believe you cannot get a kit for them. The only way you can rebuild these is with this kit, which Shane sent me, and you can buy that on his eBay store. So if anybody does have a Katana S3 and you've changed the forks because you can't service those, that's the kit for them, and that's where you can get it from. I'll leave you a link to that in the description, and Shane will probably comment, so you can contact him through there as well. So they're the screws. So I'm going to put them, the screws, carefully marked. Master cylinder window placements, that's these here. I've got a confession to make. I can only do one. I'll do one of these because the confession that I'm going to make to you is this bike was YouTube done. We had a big problem with the master cylinder that I rebuilt, so I quickly bought a Suzuki Bandit one. Just I was told that one would fit and work, and it did. It's just the angle's wrong, that's all, for the actual master cylinder reservoir. So I can't use that sight window for that. I'm saying I can't. It actually looks quite similar. But yeah, that's all crazed. It's actually not that bad. But if I can and I get time, I will fit those. Yeah, this is all important information regarding the S3 and S4 and what you can actually swap over from other bikes. The fuel cap restoration. That's this little kit. I'm going to do that as well. It tells you what you need, the entire direction, and this is to stop the bottom of your tank from rotting out because these seals go all the time, so it says. And that's when you get water in your tank, that's when you obviously start getting rust because it sits on the bottom of the tank and then they rot out. So this is the info for the dash lenses. Fault finding. This is all going into a file. I'm going to keep this on file. Test limit switches on the headlight. This is interesting as well. I wanted to know what kind of headlight it came out of, because obviously this is it's a generic headlight, so it will fit other vehicles. And it says here, there's actually quite a lot of information here. Above is a copy of the forum posting for the Mazda MX-5 Miata, or Dodge Stealth, or Mitsubishi 3000 GT. That will be the Mark 1, I believe, MX-5. I could be wrong. So next we start to grind off all the remaining parts of the glass out of the clocks. It's a really delicate, intricate job. You've got to get it absolutely flush, otherwise the glasses aren't going to fit. So in our storage area, and this is where I've got this little gem of a machine. It's like a little Dremel, but it doubles up as a bench grinder as well. And we're taking out the insides now. I made a bit of a balls up because I've snapped out the edging, which is like what the glass fit into. It's like the slot that the glass fit into. But that's not the end of the world, because we've got to actually oversize it anyway. Now what I've got is, I've got the centre new lens that Shane's generously sent us. Now that fits in there perfectly, and that's how it's got to fit. So it clicks in perfectly, look. But then the edge covers up the bit that's been snapped out. So in the instructions he says to oversize the hole so that the lens drops in. So there's nothing harm, there's no harm done. So what I need to do is pop that out. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a razor blade right round the edge, so I've got a line to visually roll up to. Yeah, all the way around there. Let's do that. So I'm just going to run a razor blade right around the edge. Well, it's not very good in here, but at least that now gives me a line to run up to. So let's crack on with that.
Will it be a day when this unity will people ever love every nationality? Will the rich party by ever equalize, and will politicians never stop telling lies? Is people getting gastric fat, as people start snake bare feet, then there's £1,000,000 cars. Politicians scuba, the powerful few understand that poverty sympathizes me and you, but maybe we're living.
I've done the best job I possibly can, but I'm not very good at things like this. And I think I've overshot it a little bit. That one isn't the worst. This is a lot more difficult than it looks. Oh, come update. It's nearly grown out. Definitely is a lot more difficult than it looks, and it needs some more finishing so that it doesn't stand proud like that. Yeah, and I slipped a couple of times as well. Like I say, it is a lot more difficult than it actually looks. And I'm not doing the kit justice, I know I'm not. So, apologies up front. Alright, we've dremeled this out a lot now. And it does seem to fit quite nicely. It's not the neatest job. But once you drop that in, it does actually click in, so it's quite accurate. But this is on 2 stages, if you can see that. There's like an inner stage that drops into the original cork holes, and then you have to Dremel out the shoulder on top there. That's the hard bit. To get that straight is really, really difficult, because unless you've like got some kind of a mental disorder, you can't draw a straight circle. It's just so difficult. Now, the first one, I did the big one first, and I made quite a mess of that. And then second one, this is blanked out. This has got this in it. So I thought, if I do that one second, I can cut my teeth, get a bit of experience doing it, and then try and perfect it. And by the time I came to the third one, I'd got everything dialed in. So yeah, the third one is, yeah, it's as bad as the first one. So yeah, I've learnt nothing. I'm useless, and I'm not patient enough for these kind of things. But I can admit my faults. I've got many of them. And now, I don't know if you can see that, but it's just standing proud a little bit. So I just need to deepen out that recess evenly all the way around. So that then, according to the instructions that Shane gave us, we use some black silicone, which I think I'm going to try and get some Sikaflex, because Sikaflex is like really good adhesive as well. This is the tool that I'm using. It's like a conical grinding pumice stone. It's kind of working. I can use the bottom part for the flat, and I can get into a nice corner using the angle part. Almost there now. It's just standing proud a little bit there, and the same on opposite side. I'm not going to lie, I think I let the side down here a little bit. There were too many gaps around the glass when I'd finished, and I just wasn't happy with it. I could carry on and I could put in the silicone and I could glue in the lenses and finish it off, but I think it's going to be a substandard job. So I'm just going to treat this as a demonstration of how not to do this job. So I'm not going to fit these lenses to this fascia. What I am going to do is try and find another donor so that I don't have to wreck the original one that came on Rory's bike. That way I can save these lenses and possibly finish the project at a later date. Well, you can't win them all, but I'll see you in the next video.